Good morning. My name is Hayley. I'm coming to you from Alchemy Online. Sorry for the delay. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but so glad that I'm here sharing this practice with you. This is Power Flow, and I'm not going to lie, a little nervous about this. This is my first time ever teaching online. But sometimes we need to just step into our fear and just go with it. I hope that everybody is safe, well, and healthy. So with Power Flow, let's begin in our child's pose. Just ensure that maybe you have one or two blocks together if you use them when you come into the studio. If you don't have a block, you can find big books, maybe cereal boxes, just anything you can find. So in child's pose, the big toes are coming together, the knees are fanning out nice and wide. Overstretch your arms up over your head, spread your fingers out nice and wide. And let's just start with a big inhale. Open your mouth and exhale. Take another big inhale. Open your mouth and exhale. Just let your breath just flow at its normal rhythm. Feel all the tops of your body that is feeling into your mat. You'll feel the tops of your feet, your shins, your knees. You'll feel the belly dropping between your legs. Just let that belly muscle go and relax. You'll feel your chest opening up. The shoulders are relaxed down your back. You'll feel your elbows, your forearms, even the palms of the hands sinking and being weighted and supported. Now bring that attention into your breath. Begin to elongate or lengthen that breath, bringing control to it, slowing down its rhythm. Maybe bringing that inhale into the count of 3 or 4. And then the exhale is matching whatever count you had on the inhale. And with every round of breath, you're slowing it down. Eventually, maybe even getting to the count of 4 or 5. Arriving here more into your practice, into your body, and onto your mat. Mind becoming more still. Take 2 more breaths. And in that last full round, maybe you'll go ahead and set an intention, or maybe a dedication, or maybe just a thought of gratitude. Seal it in with that last inhale and exhale. The next inhale is going to bring you up into tabletop position. You can keep your eyes closed if you please. Just feel that the wrists are right beneath your shoulders and that your knees are hip-width distance apart. And just start to invite some easy movement. It can be something like a cat and cow. Maybe it's a wagging the tail, or maybe you're drawing circles with your shoulders. Keep that mind's eye inside and just listen to your body here. See what part of your body is speaking to you. And just flow, starting to link some of that breath into your movement. Starting to wake up that spine. Get the fluid moving into your hips. Take 2 more here. Now open your eyes and just check, are those wrists right below your shoulders? Are your fingers spread nice and wide, and are those knees hip-width distance apart? Let's do 2 cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, lift your tail. This is cow. And then on the exhale, push the mat away, arch your back up, dropping the head and dropping the tail. Inhale, back to cow. Rolling those shoulders back, and exhale to cat. Good. Come back to that neutral. tabletop, and take that right leg and extend it out behind you. Keep that right hip dropped and the foot flexed. Pull your belly button up into your spine and then start to float the opposite hand, left hand, forward like you're going to shake my hand. A little bit of extra balance here. Maybe you can lift that left foot up off the mat. Then everything gets quite shaky here like me. Left foot's going to come back down, and then inhale, look for length, kind of like the cow, and then exhale, roll everything in. Elbow touches the knee. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen out, and exhale, draw everything in. Last one. Inhale, find that length, and exhale, pull everything into center. Come back with that leg extended out. The left hand's going to come down. Kickstand off the left foot. Just start to peel that right side body up so it's stacking over the left. Now the foot can come down to the floor, or it can stay floated up, or you might choose to bend that right knee and reach for the inside of that right foot, that bind. If you have that foot, a gentle kick of the foot away, it's going to open up the shoulder, lifting the right side of your heart up, and maybe your gaze follows. Good. Take 1 breath here, filling that heart space. And then exhale, let go. Come back into that tabletop position. 2 cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin and tail. And exhale, round the back. Look at your belly button. 1 more time. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Come back to neutral tabletop. This time it's that left leg that's going to extend out behind you. Left hip is dropped, foot is flexed. From here, drawing that navel, knitting those rib cages together. Extend opposite hand, right hand forward. A little extra balance. See, right foot. Can you lift it up? Keep that navel pulled into your spine. Perfect. Right foot's going to come down. Find that balance. And then inhale, length. And exhale, draw in. Elbow touches knee. Inhale to length. And exhale, draw it in. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, draw it in. Kick that left leg back out. Right hand's going to come down. Kickstand off that right foot and start to peel. Left side body. Everything's stacked. Left shoulder over right shoulder. Left hip over right. Take a look up. And then go for that same bind if you did so on the other side. Gentle kick of the foot into the hand, opening up. This time it's the left heart space. Fill up that left lung, and exhale, come back to tabletop. From here, tuck under your toes, and then we're pushing the mat away. We're gripping the mat with our fingers, and raise those knees up off the mat, only about 3 inches. Keep the hips low, but the knees raised. Push that mat away even further, and see, can you raise the right toes up off the mat? Good, right toes down. Can you raise the left toes, keeping keeping the hips stable, and left toes down. Take 1 more inhale, and then on the exhale, lift the tail into your first down dog. Let this first down dog be dancing. Paddle the feet back and forth. Maybe wagging the tail side to side. Whatever movement. First downward dog doesn't come with much structure. It's more just feeling into the back side of the body, feeling into the hamstrings and the calves. And then we invite stillness. Take a look at your hands. The pointer fingers or the middle finger should be pointing straight forward. The elbows are rolled in, and the shoulders are relaxed down your back. The tail is lifted up high. There can be a soft bend into the knees. Maybe those heels are reaching a little bit further down towards the mat, but it's not necessary. The chest is reaching towards the toes. And just stay here in that stillness for 2 full breaths. Inhale, roll forward to that high plank. The shoulders will go well ahead of your wrists, that's okay. And then exhale, lift the tail back into down dog. Inhale 2 more times, roll forward, high plank. And exhale, lift the tail, drop those heels down, down dog. Last one, inhale, roll forward, high plank, and exhale, lift the tail. This time you're going to inhale to roll forward, lower your knees down to the mat, and then lower the chest all the way down. Forehead will even touch the mat. Inhale to that cobra, light touch into the hands, and exhale, forehead touches. 2 more. Inhale to cobra and exhale, forehead touches. Last one. Inhale to cobra and exhale, forehead touches. Making your way through the tabletop, flip under your toes and back to down dog. Full inhale, and then on the exhale, walk your feet up to your hands. Take as many steps as you can. Put a generous bend into your knees and just ragdoll here. For a little bit of extra weight, take the hands to opposite elbow. This lets gravity do the work. Lifting that sit bone, the tailbone up, and the chest comes down. Just let go of your head. Shake it yes, and shake it no. Allow some movement flowing side to side. Hands are going to come down onto the mat, and then walk them up your shins to that flat back half lift. Feel the crown of your head reaching towards me as the sit bone moves behind you. That back is as flat as a board. Shoulders are rolled down your back. And then exhale back, bending your knees into that forward fold. Then with that flat back, come to standing. Sweep the hands out and up. Hands come up over the head, interlacing the fingers, and then just shift the body over to the right side, pushing the hip to the left, and the weight is balanced between each feet. Inhale back to center, and exhale, shift over to the other side. Inhale back to center, and then swan dive, bent knees, fold forward. Inhale to that half lift, and that sets you up for the hands to come down and step back into your high plank. From here, let's roll over to side plank on the right side. Left hand is going to reach up. Bottom knee can come down for extra support, still warming up. Left hand comes down, roll all the way to the outside of the left foot, and then inhale, draw that right hand up, maybe look up. Right hand comes down, push off the toes, shift the weight forward. Elbows are going to stay into your side and lower down just halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, to down dog. Full inhale here. And exhale, look forward, hop or step with your right foot back up to the top of the mat. Left foot follows. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, go back into the forward fold. And then sweeping the hands out and up, hands up overhead in high prayer. And exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more sun salutations. Inhale, reach and look up. And exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, step back, high plank. Take a full inhale, and then on your exhale, lower down, chaturanga, halfway. Inhale, up dog, inner thighs squeeze together, and exhale to down dog. Full inhale here, moving through these a little bit quicker than normal. On the exhale, hop or step with your other foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the palms out and up. Reach up, grow out of the sides of the ribs, and exhale, hands to heart center. One last time, 1 breath per movement. Inhale, reach, look up, and exhale, dive forward. Inhale to that half lift, and exhale, step back, full exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, fill the lungs, and exhale to down dog. Beautiful. We should be all warmed up here. Inhale that right leg up to the sky. Now that right hip stays dropped and the foot is flexed, toes pointing straight down. Engage that hamstring. See if you can lift the leg up even further. Perfect. And then come forward into cheetah, pulling that knee right up into the center of your chest. Push off those left toes, and then sweep the leg back up, three-legged dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, come forward, cheetah. Maybe this time drop the head towards the knee, and exhale, three-legged dog. Again, inhale to cheetah, and exhale to three-legged dog. This time, right knee is going to touch the right elbow, and exhale, three-legged dog. Cross that right knee over, touching the left elbow, and exhale, three-legged dog. Come back forward into the center. Gently place the right foot down, and then inhale, rises up when you're ready into that high crescent lunge. Whew. Settle into those hips. Make sure that your feet are staying hip-width distance apart. Those arms can stay at your hips. They can come in front of you, or for a little bit extra, they raise up over your head, pulling those pinky fingers in together. Now, take a look. Everything's pointing forward, and there's that deep bend into the knee, maybe even coming to 90 degrees so that the thigh is parallel with the floor. And then that back leg is nice and straight up onto the toes. Now lower left knee down to touch the mat, maybe hover, and then straighten. Whew, everybody feels that. Lower to touch, and inhale to straight. Last one, lower to touch, inhale to straight, and then we're going to stand right up onto that right foot and pulling that left knee up. 90-degree bend in that left hip and knee and the foot. Take that left hand, circle it down into the room behind you, and the right hand forward, finding that twist. Now that left foot is flexed. It's almost like it's standing onto a board, maybe a box, something to add stability. Inhale, left arm comes back over top of the head with the right. Straighten that leg, and then sweep it back into Warrior 3. Now in Warrior 3, that left leg is straight. Hands can come down by your hips, or maybe you might even choose to have your hands at heart center. Whatever works for you. But there's an energetic pull of the forehead towards me, and the foot, the heel behind you, that foot is flexed like it's standing on that back wall. Take the arms out beside you at a T, and this is where the block is going to come in handy. The right hand's going to come down, and you're starting to peel that left side body up, coming into half moon. Block is there for stability. You're going to feel that wiggling into the foot. That's good. Put a deep bend into the right knee, and then step way back, and you'll find yourself in Warrior 2. We'll just do a little bit of a workshop into these Warrior 2 stands. Take a look at the front heel. Should be in line with the arch or the heel of the back foot. That back foot is in line with the back of your mat, and you can feel that ankle pushing to the back of the room. Bring the gaze back to the front foot. You should be able to see your big toe and hopefully the second toe. And there is a peeling of this quadricep muscle back, keeping the knee tracking forward. Shoulders are relaxed, belly button's drawing in, and go a little bit further, bending down. Inhale, straighten the leg, look up, arms reach up, a little bit of a break, and exhale, back in to Warrior 2. Inhale, reach, straighten the leg, and exhale, go a little bit deeper. Last one. Inhale, straight leg, reach up. And exhale, full expression here. Flip that front hand and reverse the warrior. Back hand falls down your leg, or maybe it's going to wrap around your lower back, reaching for that front hip. And then that right hand's going to keep extending to the back of the room. You might choose to bend at the elbow. And then you have a little cradle for your neck there. Maybe that allows you to go a little bit further. Feel that length on the right side body. Those ribs moving away from each other, creating a little bit more space. Inhale back, warrior two. And let's go side angle. Right elbow comes down onto the right knee, and left arm extends overhead. You can use that elbow to keep tracking that right knee behind you. And then roll that left shoulder back so that the bicep is stacked right over top of your ear. And there's room for the gaze to go up. Now let's flow here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, side angle. 3 more. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, side angle. For the last 2, maybe like you're holding onto a beach ball. Both hands stay over your head, side angle. And last one, inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten that leg. Let's move into triangle. Reach. Right fingertips towards me, and the hips are going to shift back. Keep reaching. Find that length on the right side body, and then right hand down. And left arm extends up. Little micro bend in this front knee. I have those joints that always like to lock out. So I always have to take my mind's eye to my knees to keep them safe. Now tuck in your bottom hip, your bottom glute, and see if that allows the left hip to roll back a bit further. If you want to add a little bit more core into this, take that bottom right hand and reach it towards me. Now this is that test. Did you go too far in your triangle? If you did, you're going to reach up and find that length. Beautiful. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale back, warrior two. And then let's windmill this backhand. Left hand is going to come down and be placed right beside the right foot. And then roll onto the outside of the left foot. We're moving into side plank. You can choose to walk that right foot back halfway, or bring it to find your left foot, either scissored or stacked. Wherever you are, check. The wrist is either right below or just a little bit ahead from your shoulders. The hips are up nice and high. You're extending that right hand up. Take one more inhale and exhale. Right hand comes down. Chaturanga, either from your knees or your toes, listening to your shoulders. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, up dog. And exhale, to down dog. We're going to take 2 breaths here. Now, down dog is recovery, but at any time, go ahead and take that child's pose. I'll call you back in. Okay, let's go to the other side. I'm going to face forward for this. Actually, no, I'm going to stay facing this way. Inhale that left leg up. Foot is flexed, left hip is dropped, and lift that leg up even higher from the hamstring. See if you can lift it up as high as you can, and then come forward into cheetah, squeezing that left knee into your chest. Sweep it back and up, 3-legged dog. And then again, come forward, cheetah. This time dropping the head. How close is it to the knee? Back to 3-legged dog. And last one, to cheetah. 3-legged dog. And then take that left knee and touch the outside of the left elbow. Exhale, 3-legged dog. This time, come over, crossing left knee, touching the right elbow. And exhale, 3-legged dog. Bring the knee back into the center. Place it down. That just preps us for lots of room here. The feet are, again, hip-width distance apart. Scissor those inner thighs together. and sweep the hands up overhead. Keeping the hands there, or if those shoulders are screaming, bring them down to your side. Doesn't matter here. And then bending a little bit further into that deep left knee, looking for that 90 degree. That back leg is nice and straight, and let's go for those knee touches. Right knee comes down, touches the mat, and then straighten. 2 more. Touch and straight. Last one, touch and straight. Now the weight's going to come forward, coming into that balance, standing up on the left leg as the right leg bends. Knee, hip, and ankle, 90 degrees. Standing on that pretend block, finding the balance, feeling that left big toe, the left little toe, and both sides of the heels. Take that right hand, bring it down, and then to the back of the room, inviting that slight twist. Keep drawing that right hand back and that left hand forward, seeing if you can find a bit more twist on each exhale. Good. Inhale back to center, straighten that leg, and then it's going to brush the top of the mat, extending back into Warrior 3. Arms staying maybe up overhead, maybe they come to airplane, or maybe they come to heart center. Doesn't matter there. What we're focused on is that right leg is straight. The foot is flexed like it's standing on the wall behind you. The back is flat, and the crown of your head is reaching towards me. Gaze is straight down. Take those arms out as a T, and then start to hinge. Left side body hand comes down, and right hand floats up into half moon. Feet are going to get a little bit more wobbly. Keep focusing on the toes, gripping into the mat as well as the heel. Put a bend into that left leg, and then step way back into that Warrior 2. Again, checking the stance, checking the heels, checking that back foot, making sure that you can see the big toe. The hip is staying open, the spine is stacked, the shoulders are relaxed, arms out, one forward, one back, and then the gaze is just in front, maybe over that middle finger of the left hand. There's that pinpoint focus. All the room around you might just be blurring away here. Bend down a little bit further. Now inhale, straighten the leg, look up to the thumbs, hands meet, and then exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the leg, look up, and exhale, deeper, Warrior 2. Last one, inhale, and exhale, Warrior 2. Flip the front hand and reverse that warrior. Back hand again, falling down the leg, or maybe choosing to wrap it around. You can go for the bind, you can cradle the head, but still keeping that heavy bend into that front knee. Feeling the outside of that left quad, pulling that hip open, keeping the knee tracking over to the front toes, middle toe, front toe, whichever one it is. Inhale, come back, Warrior 2, and then left elbow comes down for that side angle, extending right arm up over top of the head, reaching it back towards me with that little pinky finger rotated down, and then open up that chest. Let that right shoulder come back. That arm's going to move more over top of your ear, and the gaze can come up. Keep that left elbow tracking the knee. The tendency is the knee wants to come in, and that elbow can be there just to keep it tracking forward. Now inhale, reverse the warrior. We're going for 4. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And exhale, side angle. This time like you're holding onto the big beach ball, 2 arms, both arms up overhead. And exhale, side angle. And last one, inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. Inhale back, warrior two. Straighten that leg. You know where we're going. Maybe you got to walk in that back foot if it slipped away. Now reach. Hip shift back and reaching left side body. Fingertips towards me. Reach until you can't reach any further. Left hand down. Right hand floats up. My back is to you. I'm very sorry. Still getting used to how we do the angles of this camera shot. Left hip's gonna tuck in underneath you. Right hip's gonna roll back. And then lift energetically the right heart up. Side of your chest. Feel those lungs. Micro bend into that knee. And then extend. Left hand forward. We're wrapping that tire tube right around your belly. Everything is engaged here. Everything is working. Take that full inhale. And exhale. Put a bend back into the knee. Warrior two. Whoo. And then windmill, right hand down, right beside the left foot. Roll the right foot to the outer side. And then start to move into that side plank on the right side. Either keeping your foot there, your bottom foot can come down. Feet can be scissored or stacked. Lift the hips and reach. And maybe you might even float that top leg up. Take a full inhale. And then exhale. Hand is going to come down and move through that chaturanga, listening to your shoulders, protecting them, maybe going from your knees. Inhale, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Ooh, come into that child's pose. This is a chance to grab a quick drink of water, for me to do a virtual check-in with you, hoping that you're enjoying your practice and doing well. After your drink, little towel off, come back into child's pose. Now, if you're feeling this into your lower back, if there's any tension there, you might choose to bring your knees together. That just supports the belly, allows a little bit more roundness into the lower back. And then come back to your breath. Evening out those inhales and exhales. Our warrior sequence is done. Still have more strength. This is a power class where we greatly work on the strength of our legs, the strength of our shoulders, our chest. Working through that stamina by flowing, but also looking for that stretch and that space by holding movements a little bit longer. 2 more rounds of breath here. Inhale yourself back into tabletop position. Flip your toes under, raise your hips back to the down dog. I'm going to turn and face you here. From down dog, you're going to look forward, come up onto the tippy toes, bend your knees. See if you can hop or float the feet up to your hands. Inhale to that half lift. Bring your big toes together. And then on the exhale, sit down into that imaginary chair of Utkatasana. And then take the arms either at your hips, out overhead, or reach them up. Now the weight's into the heels. You should be able to wiggle all 10 toes. See if you can sit down a little bit further. Take that inhale, and then on the exhale, palms come together, heart center, and twist over to the left side. That right elbow is going to cross over top, hooking the outside of your left knee. Take a look at your knees. A tendency might be that right knee squeaked ahead of the left. If that happened, just pull up on your right hip. Bring them back to center. Sit down even lower. If you choose to fly, you can go into the side crow. We have the count of 3, 2, pushing away, finding a little bit more twist. Last one. Inhale to center. Oh, stretch those legs up. Look up. Take that back bend. And then exhale, hands to heart center, twisting right over to the other side, going right back into work. Left elbow crosses over. Adjust the hips so the knees are centered. And then go a little bit further into the twist or flying into the right side curl. And the count is 3. Sit down even lower, 2. Weights in the heels, wiggle all 10 toes. Last one, full twisting. Good, and then inhale, reach up, and exhale, dive forward. Inhale to that half lift, and exhale, move through the vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale to down dog. Take a full inhale. And then on the exhale, you're either going to step or hop your feet to the outside of the hands, landing into that yogi squat of Malasana. If you have those blocks close by, you can choose to put one right underneath your sit bones. So you want to be able to sit up nice and tall. Your heels are down onto the mat. Toes are pointing out at a 45-degree angle. Elbows come into your knees. Hands are coming in together, maybe in the prayer that is right underneath your chin. But tuck that chin under. Feel length across the back of the neck. And you can even close your eyes here and just breathe. With the exhales, maybe pushing those knees back and away, bringing your hands a little bit closer to that heart center. Now, if you want to fly into that full crow pose, then just lift your hips and go ahead and do that. We have 5 more breaths here. Keep breathing. Keep pushing those knees back and away. Keep that heart lifted, the shoulders relaxed away from your ears. You have 2 more breaths. Flying friends can come back down to their mats. Last inhale and exhale. Good. Flutter your eyes open. Bring the hands down to the mat. Lift your hips into that forward fold, walking your feet back to hip width distance apart. Move that block back out of the way. Take your peace fingers, that's the first 2 fingers, pointer finger, middle finger, and wrap them around your big toes. Now, if this isn't possible, take that deep bend into your knees. If you still can't get your toes, that's fine. Just hold on to your shins or your ankles, or maybe even right behind your knees. Just looking for a grip here. Now, push the toes down into the fingers. And inhale, look for length, flatten out that back, lift the tailbone, sit bone up high, and then exhale, using that traction of the fingers on underneath the big toe, drop down into that forward fold, still keeping your knees bent here. You can keep on using your breath. Inhale, looking for a little bit more room, lifting that sit bone up higher, and exhale. And then when you found your edge, just look for stillness. Elbows can go out wide. Keep pushing the big toes down, keeping that grip. One more breath here. Good. Hey, let go of those peace fingers. Bring the circulation back into your fingers. And then roll 1 vertebrae by 1 vertebrae back up to standing. Nice and slow. Roll the shoulders back. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms up and out. And then the weight's going to go into the left foot. And see, can you bend that right knee back up? Now from here, again, knee, ankle, hip, 90 degrees. Take the right hand and hold on to either the knee or take those peace fingers and reach for that big toe and extend the leg out. And then start to open up. Right foot or knee sways out, and counterbalance that left hand in the opposite direction. And then take that gaze out over that left middle finger. Keep drawing that belly button into the spine and pulling those rib cages in together. Bring your focus back towards me and bring that left hand into that heart center space. You can reach down for the ankle and pull your foot into tree pose. Bring right hand to heart center. And then there's that pushing, equal pushing of the foot into the leg and the leg pushing back into the foot. You're keeping that hip open. You're engaging the outside of that right quadricep to pull that knee back. And last, not forgetting the all-importance belly button coming into the spine. When you're ready, go ahead and extend your branches. Ooh. Lifting up your heart broad across the collarbones, maybe even lifting your chin to take the gaze slightly upwards, creating a little bit of wind. Beautiful. Heart center, hands come back to. Excellent. Now point that knee towards me. We're just about done here. Extend the leg forward. And then again, sweeping it back into that warrior three. I'm going to change the angle. From warrior three, arms come out as a T. And then start again, shifting into that half moon. And then from there, we're only here for a brief moment, putting a bend into that left knee, stepping way back into warrior two. Straighten the leg. All 10 toes are going to come in towards me. Bring the heels in. Sweep the arms up. And then exhale, lower down into goddess. Bring the arms into cactus. Inhale, look up. And exhale, this is a trick to come down even lower. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale to lower. Find a little bit of movement here. And then stillness. Tuck your chin under, feel the length. Drop your tailbone down towards the mat, pulling the belly button. Sit down even lower. One more full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs. Move those heels out of the way. Bring the toes a little bit inwards. And then exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Use your breath. Inhale, find length in the spine, lifting the tailbone. And exhale, forehead comes down. Choose to find stillness or keep using your breath until you've come completely to that edge or close to it. In the stillness, you can choose to do a headstand. You can take a block, you can put it right underneath your head to bring the mat up towards you, and extend the arms through the legs, reaching out behind you, using the palms. It's a little bit of a grip here. And take 2 breaths. Flying friends, your feet can come as gracefully as you went up, back down to the mat. Move the block out of the way if you did so. Hands right underneath your face. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to hips. And then inhale, rises up, shoulders over hips. Point all 10 toes towards me and walk that back foot in just about a third of the way, going for that pyramid stance, making sure that your feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale, arms are going to reach up and over your head, and then drawing that right hip back with a flat back, fold forward just halfway. Stay here for an inhale, reaching the fingertips, crown of the head towards me, and then exhale, roll in. Put a bend into that right knee. The forehead might come in and touch the knee. But keep on drawing that right hip back. The tendency is for the right hip to go forward and for the glute, the bum, to shift off to the right side of your mat. Pull everything into center. There is still an engagement into the inner thighs. You'll feel that nice stretch in your hamstrings, probably even behind your knee. To intensify this, the block is coming into the left hand. Move it to the inside, maybe the outside if you have a little bit more twist. Take that right hand, put it onto that sacrum, that's that flat part on your lower back. And then on the exhale, invite just a small revolved twist. You won't get much here. If the elbow is pointing, right elbow is pointing straight up, you can extend the arm. But that's just a modification, certainly doesn't need to be done. Keep drawing right hip back, left hip a little bit forward. Good. Square the shoulders back. Take the hands to the top of the mat and standing split on that left leg. Right leg, extending the left leg up. Go for the balance. Right hand comes behind the ankle. Left fingertips, or maybe you might be able to take the left hand behind the ankle. Inhale, look for length, lift the leg up even higher, and exhale, draw crown of your head down. Take one more breath here. Whew, good, feeling the burn. That left foot is going to come down to find the right. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, to down dog. 2 breaths here. At the exhale, look forward, hop, step, whatever it takes. Get the feet back up to the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, and then sweep the hands out and up, back up, and exhale. Let's keep the hands up there. This time the weight is shifted into the right foot, and then bend that left leg, opposite leg of what you did so on the other. I think this is where we were, was it? I might be confused here. Yeah. Left hand comes down onto the knee or grabs your big toe, and then start to open up. Taking the right hand and counterbalancing. Please somebody text Kyle if I'm completely off here. Right hand. The gaze gazes out over that right hand. Perfect. Yeah, now I know what we're doing. Okay, come back to center. Straighten that leg, hands up over the head, and then sweep left leg back into warrior 3. Keep this time, it's the left hip dropping. Take the hands out at a T, and then start to shift into half moon. Right side body down, left side body up. Put a bend into that standing right leg and step way back into warrior 2. Straighten the leg, this time all 10 toes pointing in the other direction. Inhale, sweep the hands up over the head, bring the heels in, and then sit back down into goddess and find stillness here. We're avoiding the squats. We're staying into stillness. Arms can come at your hips. They can stay at cactus. You can find a mudra with your thumb and your first or your middle finger closing off all those spaces for energy to leave you. Sit down even lower. See if you can raise that right heel up off the mat. Right heel comes down. Can you raise the left heel up off the mat? Left heel down. For the last 2 breaths, can you raise both heels up? Pulling that belly button in, relaxing your shoulders, listening to your breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift up, 5-pointed star. Heels are going to go out of the way. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Second chance to fly here into your headstand, or I'm going to invite you to do some twisting. Both hands underneath your face. Arms are straight. Let's take that right arm, like you're pulling a bow and arrow, drawing that bow back. Bring it up. Bring it right up to the ceiling, twisting. Exhale, right hand comes down. And then take that left hand, pulling back on that bow and arrow. Left hand comes down. Go back to the right. Keeping the hips nice and stable. All the twisting here is coming from that thoracic spine, that place around your belly button. Now you're going to do 4 more, 2 on each side. And here you might add on a little bit more of a forward fold when the hand comes down. And then when the hand pulls up and away, having that flat back twist. Hand comes down, forward fold. And then twist your way out of that. 1 more on each side. Beautiful. Both hands come down underneath your face. Take your hands to your hips, and then that inhale rises you up. Point all 10 toes back towards me. This time, it's the back leg that's going to walk in. Should be on opposite feet. Take those hands up over your head, drawing the hip back, and then exhale, fold forward. Staying just halfway, reaching the crown of the head and the fingertips, drawing that hip back, and then on the exhaling, rolling in. I think I'm on the wrong foot. I'll change. My apologies. Putting a bend into that knee, letting the forehead come down to touch. Keep drawing left hip back, right hip forward, flattening out that flat part of your sacrum, that lower back, so that if I came around with a glass of water, I could put it there without it falling. Now a block into the right hand. Move it to the inside or maybe the outside of the foot. Take that left hand onto the sacrum, and then invite that revolve twist on the exhale. Elbow's going to point straight up, maybe extending the arm up. Keep drawing the crown of the head towards me and keep pulling that left hip back. This intensifies the stretch. Bring the shoulders back to square. Move the block out if you had it. And then take the fingertips to the top of the mat. This time standing split on the other leg. Take the left hand, bring it behind that ankle. Right fingertips are kind of teepee, holding you up, or maybe going for that full balance. Inhale, look for length. Lift the leg up even higher, and exhale, bring the crown of your head down. Stay here for a full inhale. And then exhale, right foot comes down to find the left. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, chaturanga, meeting back up in down dog. From here, you're going to hop the bum through the hands or coming into the floor portion. If that's not in your practice, then just make your way to a seated position. Find the middle of your mat and then roll all the way down. Feet are planted firmly onto the mat. Knees are bent. Bring the heels in towards your glutes as close as you can. You should be able to touch them. Walk the shoulders underneath you. Bridge. Lift the hips up nice and high. Keep walking the shoulders. You might go for a bind of the hands underneath your back. Bring the weight into the left foot and extend the right leg up, keeping the hips nice and stable. Right foot comes down. Extend the left foot straight up. Left foot comes down. Lift the hips up as high as you can. And then roll that back down onto the mat. Soles of your feet come together. Knees can butterfly out. And put your right hand onto your belly and the left hand onto your heart center. Just going to move this. One more breath here. This time you're going to go for a wheel, if wheel's in your practice. If it's not in your practice, do another bridge. Feet are planted onto the mat. Make sure you can touch the backs of the heels. Knees are pointing towards me, doing full wheel. Extend the arms up overhead, and then take the fingers and tuck them in underneath your shoulders. Lift your hips up first, land onto maybe the top of the head, and then straighten the arms. In full wheel, you can rock yourself forward and back, maybe straightening out those legs. Keep your elbows drawing in together. And let's count for 3, 2, 1. Pull the chin into your chest, roll all the way down. Beautiful. Hug your knees this time into your chest. Make a little tight ball. Take the elbows to the outside of the knees and draw your forehead to touch. We're going to do a little bit of ab work here. Bring the shoulders down to the mat. Extend the legs up. Feet are flexed. It's like you're standing on the wall. Hands can be down at your hips, or maybe they'll be out at a T. Doesn't really matter. Let's take that right leg and slowly, the count of 3, let it come down towards the mat. Both legs are nice and straight. And then inhale, draw that leg back up. Exhale, it's the left leg this time. That's going to go down. And then the left leg draws back up. Let's do one more on each side, making the focus be in the core. Lower back sucked onto the mat, avoiding the leg doing the work, and instead focusing on those deep abdominal muscles. Good. Now that right leg is going to extend down. Both legs are straight, feet are flexed. Lift the shoulders up, point the fingertips towards me. That leg is hovered about 6 inches to 1 foot off the mat. And let's go for 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now scissor the legs. 10, 9, shoulders up. Keep drawing the fingertips towards me. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End off with the left leg pointed towards me, right leg up. Last 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Whoo, hug the knees in. Good work, guys. Take that big cleansing breath. Inhale. And exhale. Another big inhale. And exhale. Let's figure 4 the legs, kind of doing a reverse of the pigeon. Take that right leg with the knee bent and cross the ankle over top of the left knee. And the left hand's going to come to the outer right left thigh, and that right hand is going to go through that peephole. Now those blocks are close by. If you're up like this, put a block underneath your head. Bring the ground up to you. And then start to pull that left thigh in towards your chest. Use that right elbow to keep pushing that right knee away from you and keep drawing that left thigh in. Feet can be pointed or flexed. Maybe that left leg is straight. It doesn't matter. Okay, let go of that bind and just cross that right knee right over top of the left, kind of like eagle legs. And then just allow the legs to fall over to the left side, going into a supine twist. Now, if you hate the feeling or doesn't feel good or you don't feel like you can get fully into this supine twist with the legs crossed together, then unwind them. Find that pose that you like. Find the variation. There's hundreds here. Arms are out as a T, and maybe your gaze, if your neck permits, is going off in the opposite direction. Let the belly go. Bring the knees back to center, uncross the legs, maybe shift the hips back over. This time it's the left leg that's going to cross over top of the right. That foot is flexed. That helps to protect the knee. Reach the hands for that bind behind your thigh. It's this time the left hand that's going through that figure four hole. And then you're drawing that thigh in, using the left elbow to keep pushing that knee. If you can't find the bind, that's fine. Just take your left hand to your knee, pushing it away, and take the right hand and draw it in. Doing what works for you. Crossing the left knee over top of the right. Those legs up, arms out as a T, and then let everything shift over to the right, coming up onto that right hip. Maybe walking the right shoulder out. That allows a little bit more room for the left shoulder to come down to the mat. And then the gaze shifts in the opposite direction over the left fingertips. Letting that belly go. Enjoying this twist, this relaxing pose. Letting all the work, the last 50 minutes absorb into your body. Coming back into center, squeezing both knees and maybe reaching for the underside of the feet into happy baby. You can allow yourself to rock side to side, massaging out that lower spine. Knees are out wide. Feet are standing on the ceiling. And then from there, when you're ready, let go of the feet and find Shavasana. I'm going to sit up and close this practice and allow you to lay in your Shavasana. I recommend at least 2 minutes if your life permits you to do that. Maybe it does. Maybe it's time to start schooling the kids or getting on with your day. My hands are coming to heart center, and I'm honoring and seeing the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day.